We are very tired.
I am
Please be
too,
brief.
so I'm ready to go home, so we'll cut to the chase. My name is Carmen Stanger. I live somewhere between Roby Creek and Clear Creek, out toward Idaho City. First of all, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chairman, and committee, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to talk to each of you today. I'm very humbled and honored to be here. I'm very sad to be here. This is a solo act for me, and it was not supposed to be a solo act. This is the story of my beloved child, Maddie. She's 15 years old. Some of you have already seen her. And I want you, as I talk to you today, to keep this picture in your mind, because even though I'm an advocate for many youth organizations, LGBT organizations, and suicide prevention organizations, I'm here on behalf of my daughter, Maddie, and myself. Maddie was a 15-year-old student at Pocatello High School. She was an athlete. She was a bodybuilder. She played basketball, the electric guitar. She was a budding artist. She was a state and national champion trap shooter. She loved to steelhead fish, ride horses, motorcycles, do all of the things in this wonderful, beautiful state that we are afforded. Her big goal was that she was looking forward to attending the Air Force Academy, and ultimately she wanted to become a forensic detective for the state of Idaho. She believed in the state of Idaho and loved the state of Idaho. She was a very popular girl because she stood up for the underdog, even if it meant that she had to become a target herself. Anyone who was different for any reason always had her support and her compassion, and she would draw fire to spare them humiliation, degradation, and bullying. Maddie got bullied not only by her peers, but by her high school administrators, her athletic director, and her high school resource officer. The very people entrusted with contributing their part in the care, the upbringing, and the education of my child were the very people she could not trust and therefore refused to confide in when the two final blows came to her and stole her hope. That was when two high school boys threatened to rape her into becoming straight, and ultimately her school resource officer threatened to have her kicked off the basketball team and worse, arrested for patting the girls on the behind on the basketball court, as all kids do when they're playing sports, because she was openly gay. I knew Maddie was gay before she knew it. A mother knows these things when your child's born this way. In the same week that she ended her fight to stand up for herself, to be unique, to prove that she had worth in this world, the very same week that the protests took place in this capital, Maddie, feeling hopeless that she was stuck in an unchangeable and intolerant community, as well as feeling worthless and abandoned as a high school student, with no exception of ever being accepted within this expectation of ever being accepted within this state, she ultimately lost her fight and gave herself over to her Creator and ended her physical life on this earth. I credit the loss of my child and to many other children to the severe and misguided belief that gay and transgender individuals are citizens that are less than others in this state. Far too long have our children who discover their own sexual orientation been robbed of the hope of obtaining a good life that is fulfilling, sustaining, self-supportive, and a basic human right that each one of them deserves. Period. A basic human right. No one has the right or the ability to dictate to an individual their own religious beliefs or who they love or how they love. Maddie's belief system was a very simple one that we can all learn by. She believed that there's not much in this life that can't be solved with a simple hug and a smile. And her hugs were the warmest. They were wonderful. But for her, her smile got too tired. Her arms got wore out, and she couldn't do it all by herself. I'm cutting some out here for you. The bottom line here is that one teenage suicide because a gay or transgender child, feeling that they are denied the liberty to have hope that they will live in a place which values their lives, is one suicide too many. I don't know if any of you know what a pinky promise is. I know a couple of you do, but I'm going to share it with you today. It's very important to my Maddie, and if she was here today, like she was supposed to be with me when this bill came up so she could express herself, she would share a pinky promise with you. A pinky promise is made by interlocking your pinky with the person that you're making a promise to. A pinky promise is stronger than a handshake. It cannot be broken, and it cannot be jinxed by anyone. So I'm going to do something unorthodox. I'm going to ask everyone to lock pinkies. And if you're uncomfortable with doing that, you can lock a pinky with yourself and make a promise to yourself. And repeat after me, and I know that you're not going to do this out loud, but in your heart, I would like you to say, I pinky promise that suicide is not an option. And I know that you've made that promise to yourselves. And I'm asking you as a mother, as a father, as a brother, as a grandfather, as a sister and an aunt and an uncle, no more children should be lost because they feel that they are less than worthy to be a citizen of this state. Do what is right. Do it right now. Give the young people hope and vote yes. Are there any questions?
Are there questions? Hearing none, thank you.